Can you believe it? We are on the 4th week of this build. This is taking a lot longer than I expected, considering that I still have to sand this and cut it just to have the leaves that are going to go on the inside top part of the table. However, I'm very optimistic on how everything is going. This is looking really good. Today in the video, my plan is to get this sanded on both sides, marked on where I'm going to cut it from one end, and then every 16 inches down without cutting into the biscuits. That is key. And I'm really hoping that all my planning works out exactly as I hoped. So let's stop messing around and get to it. My first step on this slab is to sand this with 80 grit sandpaper to get it nice and smooth, get out all the glue lines, and if there's any little unevenness on it, flatten that out. This is looking really, really good. There is a few spots that I want to touch up. However, this is just the bottom. And that was just one grit. So I still have 3 more grits to go through. And I want to do a little bit of the sanding and sawdust with glue fix for these little spots. I know it's the bottom, but you know, if you're going to do something, why not do it right? And you do both sides. All right, let's get back to it. Now, if you haven't seen this before or you're not used to this process, let me break it down for you. If you take wood glue and squeeze it into a void that is not too wide or too deep, and then lightly sand over that, it'll mix your sawdust and the glue, creating a sealed area. The other way to do this is by mixing your sawdust and glue together in a separate container and then use that as a fill for the void. The only issue I have with doing it that way is that these voids are very thin and using a paste will be very difficult to work into there. So this glue first method ends up being more efficient. Another option I have is to use epoxy, but I think I'll save that for another build. Now this just needs to dry and then I can sand it down to smooth it all out, make it nice and flat. Once I go through all my grits on the bottom, it's time to flip it over and do the top. This slab is not that light. Now, just for fun, take a guess on how much each of these slabs are after I cut them. To give you as much information as I can without giving you the answer, here are the dimensions. 1 1/4 inch thick, 16 inches wide, and 34 inches long of solid walnut slabs. Put your guess in the comment section and I'll tell you what they actually weigh at the end of the video. And don't be afraid to brag if you actually get it right. I have been saying that I'm going to mark the sides of this for weeks now. I'm finally doing it. Since I'm about to sand all of my markings off on the top, this will tell me exactly where to cut. I want to sand this entire thing now before I make my cuts to keep everything uniform. This will help me prevent the leaves from being thicker on some than on the others. And just a quick little section of me sanding this, just to prove that I actually did it. It's kind of satisfying to see it go so fast and to see those lines go away and all the different markings. It's a little therapeutic. It's probably even better if you're watching somebody else do it rather than doing it yourself. It is all sanded, top, bottom, through the grits. I went 80, 120, 150, 180. That's all the sanding I'm doing on this. It is nice and smooth and flat and it looks great. So my next thing to do is cut it up. So I'm going to square off the top. I got my marks on the side so I know where to cut around the area. And I have a 4-inch gap on both sides so I can be sure and confident that I'm not going to cut into any biscuits. And I will end up with 4 16-inch leaves for the tabletop. And then I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to move on to the base and to the legs with the storage components. So there's still a lot of work to do, but we're getting there and it's going well. I'm really happy with how this is turning out. So let's keep going. I've been posting this project weekly to show what progress I'm able to make week to week. This is to show how long it takes a non-professional person to build a table like this. Now I know I would probably get even more done if I didn't have to edit and post videos, but then you wouldn't get to watch it. So, if you want to keep watching each week and not miss an episode, consider subscribing to my channel. It's free and it tells YouTube that you like this type of content. Hitting the like button tells YouTube that they should show it to more people, and commenting tells me what you think. And enjoy watching my heart rate skyrocket while I cut these leaves. No matter how confident you could be, there is always going to be some fear of messing up at the home stretch. The weight of these leaves actually surprised me. I thought they were going to weigh around 25 pounds each, but to my surprise, they came in at 16.5 pounds. Still a little on the heavy side, but not too bad. I have a solution for moving these on and off the table, but you will have to find out what that is in a later video. All right, the 4 leaves are all cut up, and I'm going to call it a week. That was a lot. Not so much as cutting the leaves and getting them straight and measured and precise, but all the sanding. So yes, this is going to be quite a short video for this week, but there was a lot of sanding involved, especially on this huge flat surface. We got it flat, we got it smooth, we got it right to where we want it to. We have it cut up, and we're ready for the next portion of this table. So again, thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button so that you can follow along with this build. And if you haven't seen this from the start, I'll put the first video right here, and then YouTube will suggest another video if you have been following along. So watch one of those. I really appreciate it. Like and share, all that fun stuff. And I'll see you next week. Thank you.